Alright guys, so it's Thursday evening, it's pretty dark outside. Clocks are going back on the weekend, so it will be getting darker. Not like my friend Tom thought it was getting a bit lighter, it certainly isn't. So why am I talking about this? Well, today I'm going back to a nutritionist role. The nights getting darker can bring on something called seasonal affective disorder, or SAD for short. Pretty much what SAD does, what SAD is it's a darkness induced form of depression. So you may have heard of them called the winter blues, or pretty much what it does is your body feels like hibernating, so you get a bit lethargic, you get a bit sleepy. It's all to do with the fact that there is less vitamin D, and also to do with the sleep-wake cycle. So we'll start with that. So when you wake up in the morning, sunlight comes through your window, it hits your eyes, and it releases cortisol. This happens while you're asleep. So more cortisol produces spikes. This wakes you up in the morning, and then continually throughout the day, cortisol drops. Cortisol is the stress hormone, but it's also very important because it's the energy release hormone. If you don't have high cortisol, you won't have lots of energy. It makes sense. When you're stressed and a lion's going to eat you, back when we're cavemen, boom, quick burst of energy, let's get away. Now we're back to normal, calm down. Because of our stressful lives, we don't always calm down. It doesn't always come back, which can cause issues as well. So cortisol spikes, wakes you up in the morning. Because it's dark, there's less light, so you don't get the cortisol spike. So you're waking up in the dark, so it's harder. You may notice it's harder to get up in the morning. That's because your hormones are being affected. Later on, going to bed, when the lights go off, we produce something called melatonin. Melatonin is the sleepy hormone. Serotonin is when you eat carbs, you release serotonin. Serotonin makes you a bit sleepy because it gets turned into melatonin. Melatonin is what switches the lights off. That gets produced when it goes dark. It's why it's very important that you have your TV and your phone off before you go to bed, so that you don't stop your body producing this hormone. So that's the sleep-wake cycle. Cortisol to wake us up, melatonin sends us to sleep. Because of the dark mornings and the dark nights earlier, it fucks this cycle up, so you perpetually become sleepy and tired, like you want to hibernate. You may have heard of something called a sad lamp. What a sad lamp does is it smashes you with bright light, UV light almost, and that kicks off cortisol. It's not it's not UV rays that give you vitamin D release from the sun. That's totally different. Okay, so also vitamin D. Vitamin D is produced in the body when UVA, UVB makes contact with the skin and with the eyes. If you are darker skinned, if you're black or you're mixed race, then you are going to absorb less, because that's why your skin's dark. It was designed that way, so you absorb less of the sun in the hotter countries. So you need definitely to supplement with vitamin D all year round. For everyone else, taking vitamin D is very important for bone, for calcium, for bone structure, for bone functions, making it nice and hard. Very important for producing testosterone, so your sex drive will increase, why we all get horny on holiday. It's also a major antidepressant. Vitamin D is an excellent antidepressant. It's why a lot of people say get out in the sun, go for a walk. So my top tips to you are supplement with vitamin D. If you find you suffer with SAD, buy a SAD alarm clock. This will produce light in the morning and will restore your natural rhythm, the sleep-wake cycle. If you're going to take vitamin D, it's also important to take vitamin K. And I'm going to cut the video there because it's getting quite long. If you've got any more questions about any of this type of stuff, please comment below or hit me up. Have a nice dark evening, guys.